Hi, it's Sarah and welcome to my Vlogust video. I don't know what day this is going up yet because I'm actually videoing this ahead of time so that I can schedule it for while I'm away. So you might be wondering, well Sarah, what kind of a video are you going to do today? Well, if you look at the description, you'll see it's a packing hack video. This is just a little video to help you with your packing. I'm going to do this video and I'm going to do another video in regards to actual travel hacks. Because, well, when you're going on holidays, I mean, there's so many things to think about. Where am I going to go? Where am I going to fly with? How much is it going to cost? What if it's more expensive the next time that I look for the flights? What if it's cheaper the next time I look for the flights? How do I get them at the best deal possible? How do I pack? Where do I even begin packing? What do I do? How do I save space? How do I make sure that I have enough room? How do I make sure that my suitcase is big enough? How do I make sure that my suitcase isn't too big? How do I make sure that I don't have to worry about everything all at once? Oh my god, this is so frustrating. But with these two simple videos, you won't have to worry about that. I'm going to make your life easy. So, in this video, you're going to see some packing hacks, and please tomorrow keep an eye out because tomorrow I have scheduled a travel hacks video. So this is the packing because I figure packing is actually an important stage and it requires its own video. So stay tuned. So my first packing hack has to do with your shoesies. So when you're packing your shoes, these ones, well yeah, they're pretty clean. They haven't been worn too much, I guess, but the soles of them tell another story. As you can see, they have been worn quite a bit. So how do I stop this gunky mess from getting on all my clothes? Well, there's one simple thing you can do. Get a shower cap. No, not for your head, for the shoes. So what you do is you just get the shoes and sole side down, pop them into the shower hat, like so. The shower hat will keep up around because of the elastic in them, and it'll keep the shoes in place and keep the dirtiness in the shower cap. Just make sure you don't use the shower cap with your head afterwards. But it's a handy way to keep the dirt off your clothes. But there's another thing that you can do. So these shoes, these are Skechers Go Walk, and these Skechers Go Walk came with their own handy bag. So if you have any small little bag like this, just big enough for your shoes, hold on to them. A lot of people, they dump things like this, or you know, they might throw them away somewhere where they don't need them. You can even store your shoes like this in this bag when they're not in use, and voila, hey presto, your shoes are protected and so are your clothes. My second travel hack, this has to do with all these cables. Now I only have two on me, but sometimes you're traveling with, okay, so you have a spare cable for charging something, you have your phone charger, you might have an iPod charger, an iPad charger, an Amazon Kindle charger, who knows. So what do? They're going to get all knotted if I just throw them in my bag, and I could lose them, I could misplace them, they could go under things. What am I going to do? Well, one easy trick that you can use is this. It's a glasses case. So if you're like me and you wear glasses, then you'll probably have gotten one with your glasses when you got them that you don't really use that much because you wear your glasses most of the time. Or you could always pop into Pennies or somewhere where they usually have big cheap ones for $1.50. So what you do is you just take your cable, you fold it up and pop it in. And your next cable, do the same thing. Just fold it up and pop it in. And there you go, close it up, and there's your cables safely stored and where you'll be able to easily find them when you arrive at your destination. In fact, you can even pop them into your hand luggage. It's that simple. So for travel hack number 3, I'm gonna... No, I didn't just shake my Tic Tacs at you. I shook my bobby pins because, well, if you're like me and you've got lots of hair, sometimes you might need to get it out of your face because I used to have a fringe and, well, it gets in the way sometimes. So what I did is I put, okay, more than I'll probably need on a week's holiday, but they're always handy to have at hand. So you just pop open your Tic Tac case and out come some hairpins and in they go. I'm so good at doing hair. Travel hack number 4 has to do with your jewellery. So, men, you're probably not going to need this one. You're also not going to need that one for the bobby pins, but you can totally use the first two. Take a chill pill. Yeah, that's right. This is a pill box. And you might be wondering, well, Sarah, why do you need a pillbox? Now, this is quite a small pillbox. You can buy bigger ones with more space in them inside in places like Boots for relatively cheap. But this one is handy for just storing your earrings. So you can pop them in, and there they are. So you just pop in your earrings, close it up, and you have them. And because it's labelled for every day of the week, it means that you can have a pair of earrings for every day of the week. Now, the bigger pillboxes you can probably actually fit rings and things into as well, but this one is just nice and neat because I like little earrings. I'm not big into the big ones, and well, if I was wearing a ring, I'd probably just have one on me that I'd wear going and wear it the whole time. So that's just a nice little tip. And if you get a nice cute one like this, it even has this little zippy pouch, and well, the earrings are small enough that if you really wanted to, you could still put your pills in. That doesn't sound unhygienic at all. The next travel hack, again, it's for the ladies. So sometimes when you're going on holidays, and by sometimes I mean almost every time, you're going to bring with you your hair straightener. And well, while it's handy to straighten your hair, obviously I totally haven't used it today, it can get roasting hot and you don't know where to put it, because if you just put that on, it could melt the cable, it could burn your hand. Even if you're using it just before you throw it into your suitcase, it still could be too warm. So one travel hack is to put it into a set of pot holders or oven gloves. I don't have a pot holder, I only have oven gloves. Oh well. So if you go, but my oven gloves are quite big and that could get in the way. So I bought something online that could help. This is a hot iron holster. It is silicone and it can stick to almost any surface. So there you go, you just stick it on. You can put it on a sink, but obviously be careful because you know electrical products and water, they never really go well together. You can put it on the windowsill, you can put it on a dressing table, you can put it on a desk. Whatever kind of non-porous surface that you have, you can just, that was a fail, you can just pop it on and it'll stay. And what's best is, because it's made of silicone, it's heat resistant. So you can store your hot iron or your, you know, strainer, we're Irish, in it while it's not in use. But you can store it in there while you're actually using it. So you can leave it in there, leave it get warm and then use it. It works not only on hair straighteners, it also works on hair curlers, which are more open than the back of these, not that they don't get hot. So you can pop it in and you can just take your cable and wrap it around, and your cable will stay protected, and then you can just into your luggage. Our next packing tip has to do with shower gel. Well, the problem with shower gels is, well, they can kind of get all messy and go everywhere. So one tip that I have for you there in regards to shower gel is put them in one of these handy travel size containers. I got a packet of these for carry-on luggage in pennies for $1.50, and even though I'm going to have not carry-on, I'm going to have check luggage, it's still handy to have these little ones because it means that you can bring a little amount and they won't take up too much space. Now, along with my handy travel bag container, I'm going to have some cling film. That's right, no, I'm not wrapping up a sandwich. What I am doing is I'm going to cut some off. So let me just cut some off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to double it over so it has extra strength, and because it's a small bottle, I'm going to double it over again. So I've folded it in four. I'm going to open my bottle, I'm going to lightly place it on top, and then I'm going to close my bottle, and there you go. When you open it, it's not going to come out. It's a handy travel hack that's not too expensive, and it's going to prevent your shower gel from exploding in your suitcase. My next packing hack has to do with what you're actually bringing with you. There's a couple of ways that you can take account of what you're actually bringing on holidays with you when you're packing. You can write down what you have when you're putting it into the suitcase. You could take photographs of what you're putting in as you're putting them into your suitcase, or you could print off one of these handy, I suppose, lists. Yeah, they are lists. I don't know why I said suppose. You can print off these handy lists that I got online, and I'll put a little link down below for them. This is a list that says bring this, not that. So what you can do is you can tick off as you go along what you're bringing. Now I got a black Sharpie and I put a line through things that I won't be bringing anyway. And as you put them into your luggage or into your hand luggage, you can tick them off. So your passport, your visa if you need one, your wallet, your cash, your credit cards, you know, your contact information, cameras. It even goes as far as saying things like first aid kits, you know, makeup, toothbrushes. It has everything you could possibly want. And it's a nice, simple, easy little list that you just tick off as you pack. And when you're going, you can pop it into your luggage, and when you get to the other side, keep it handy, and when you're coming back, you can just cross off as you put your luggage away again, because I'm totally going to do that. Another option is this one. It's called Pack This. This one I like that one. I like that first one that I had. It's handy, it's nice, but this one actually is more. It has more in its list, and you can put down where you're going, do you have a special event, how many days, and what the weather is like. Kind of give you a little reminder of what you need to pack. So this then divides it up into basics. So you have your basics, things like your travel information, you know, your passport, your itinerary, maps and things, tickets, confirmation, funds, so your money, your wallet, your purse, your credit cards, traveller's checks, whatever. Do people still use traveller's checks? Let me know. And the final one on the basics is travel aids. Now, you might say, well, what's a travel aid? Like a stick or something? No, things like chewing gum, water, earplugs. You don't have to use this when you're going on an airplane. You can use this when you're going on a road trip. That's what's so good about it. Then you have miscellaneous. Now you might be saying, well, what do you mean by miscellaneous? Well, things like your umbrella, your keys, your music player, your headphones. This even goes as far as saying hospitality gifts for the people that you're visiting, if you're visiting someone. A copy of your travel documents, your medical history, your prescriptions, things like that. Clothes, obviously, that's fairly self-explanatory, so it gives you things like underwear, socks, tights, sleepwear, jackets, coats, t-shirts, skirts, trousers. It has everything, swimsuits even. Everything that you could possibly need, whether you're a man or a woman, which is good. And finally it says hygiene, and again that's self-explanatory. If you need a list to tell you what hygiene products that you're bringing, I think that you need more than a holiday, to be fair. But it's handy to be able to write down, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste, and you can tick them off as you put them into your suitcase, and then put a line through them when you're on the other side when you're repacking to come home. It's a handy list. As I said, I prefer this one, which is Pack This, to the Bring This Not That one. I just think this one is more concise. It has more things, or more, this one is very concise, but this one is more, you know, there's more stuff in it, and it's good to have. My next travel hack I can't really show you, but it's something that you can think about. So one way to travel lightly, if you're bringing especially carry-on rather than a checked bag, is to pack everything around one colour scheme. So if you're going somewhere sunny, or one colour scheme could be maybe pastels. So you could do like a light pink, a light blue, a light green, a light yellow, and that's it. And don't bring any other clothes of any other kind. Mix and match them and you get there. You could bring one colour scheme, so you could go, everything could be charcoal grey, or everything could be white for some reason. You know, everything can be everything will be pink. I'm going to bring nothing but pink clothes with me, because people apparently do that. It's not a travel hack that I'm going to do, because I generally don't stick to colour schemes. I generally just wear whatever I wear. Things go together, they go together. But it can be handy. It can kind of lighten the load when you're bringing, you know, especially when you're worried about your weight of your luggage and what do I need things for. You know, pack for special occasions, pack for everyday wear, but basically using the one colour scheme so that you don't have to worry about, you know, if you brought one grey hoodie or cardigan, then everything else that's grey is going to go with that in varying shades of grey. 50 shades of grey. My next travel hack, or packing hack, is something that I wouldn't have necessarily thought about until I was thinking, what if something happens to my carry-on luggage? When I was going on my last trip away, I went and I did only carry-on, and I realised this was handy because if something happened to my luggage, there it was. I didn't have to worry about checked bags. But because I'm checking a bag this time, there is one little thing that I'm going to carry with me in my carry-on, and that is some underwear. Because if something happens to your carry-on luggage, or something happens, I should say, to your checked luggage, at least when you get to the other side, you can stay fresh and clean. You don't have to worry about wearing the same underwear for a couple of days, because nobody wants that. So it's nice to be able to know that you can do that. So my suggestion would be to buy some sort of a bag that you're going to carry on. So when you're flying with most companies, like Aer Lingus, for example, they allow a woman to have her handbag and one other piece of checked luggage. So you could bring your handbag and a backpack, and you know, put a little bag like the one that I had for my shoes, and previously in this video you could put the underwear into that, tie it up, pop it in somewhere in the bag, no one need know, and at least you have some clean fresh underwear when you get to the other side should anything happen to your checked luggage. Now the likelihood of something happening to your checked luggage is low, but like I said, it's just in the event of maybe. Like, you should always prepare for the unexpected, and losing your luggage is definitely something that's unexpected, and you don't want to lose your underwear. Simple as. So we've come to the penultimate packing hack in this video, and the penultimate packing hack, again, I guess has to do with underwear to a certain extent. Dirty clothes. So as you know, as the week goes on, you'll have enough clothes to get you through the week, but things can get smelly, like socks and underwear. So what do you do to prevent the smell? Travel soap. So this is a soap bar that I got from a hotel. If you're staying in a hotel, you will have soaps in the hotel, little hand soaps. If you aren't staying in a hotel, you can, you know, just get one out of a press, because everybody that's ever stayed in a hotel has taken the hand soap with them. Let's admit it. This one, oh my god, this one is so nice. So what you do is, when I'm on holidays, I'd always bring an extra little bag that I put into my suitcase that I can put my clothes into as they're getting dirty. I bring a plastic bag for my underwear and socks, and then I can just kind of put my other clothes around that area. So what you do is you can just unwrap your soap and pop it in with them, and at least then when you get to the other side, you're not going to open your suitcase and get that whiff of bad clothes smell. You can pop it in at the beginning of the week, and as the week goes on, at least your clothes will stay smelling fresh, even if themselves need to be washed. It's just a handy little thing to prevent that smell, because I mean, everybody's gotten that smell when you open your suitcase. I just like go when you get to the other side and you're home and you're unpacking and you're like, oh, I'm so I want to go back. So yeah, it's just a little tip to kind of help yourself stay clean. Another tip will be to get dryer sheets. So dryer sheets that smell nice and fresh, you could get those and pop them into your luggage as well. But to be honest, these are just handier. And they last longer, and it fell on the ground. So for my final packing hack, I'm coming off of the tripod to show you, well, this can happen. You're packing your clothes, you're throwing them in. Oh, look at all the space they take up. How can I possibly make this easier to use? I've got one simple word for you. Take them all out and roll them. If you roll your clothes up nice and tightly, you can pop them in. The tighter the roll, the more clothes you'll fit. So you take your trousers and you fold them over and you roll them nice and tightly. I used this when I was on my way to Switzerland before, and let me tell you, I only had carry-on and I brought as many clothes as I would in checked luggage without having to worry about where I was going to fit them all. In fact, I even had space left over. So you're rolling, even on the way home, your dirty clothes. Don't just throw them in, roll them. So as you're doing it, what I like to do is I like to sing a song. Rollin', 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 Even light clothes, which you might say, well, they're not going to take up much space. Believe me, they will take up less space if you roll 'em, roll 'em, roll 'em, roll 'em, roll 'em, roll 'em, Hoodies, you might say, well, it's just easier to put them on top. But no, even hoodies, it's easier to roll. So if you roll them, my suggestion is to roll them from the side, fold them in half, roll them from the side, and then wrap that second sleeve around them. And when you roll, it means that you can put things in different places. So I could put all of those there like that, and then tuck in my hoodie. So with my clothes rolled, look at all this extra space that I have. I can pop in my shoes, I can pop my shoes here, I can pop in anything. And in this suitcase, I even have that side that I can use. So rolling is definitely the way to go. This is, I guess, a bonus packing hack to do with the rolling. These are travel bags. So I got these from Groupon. They're very handy. Basically, you open them up, and you can put your clothes into them, so you can roll them up, pop your clothes in, and then pop that whole thing into the suitcase. There was loads of them in the package, and I think you get like 5 bags in the pack of varying sizes. So it's handy because you can separate out your clothes. So you can separate your socks and underwear from your normal clothes. You can put your shirts, your shoes, whatever into it. They're very handy. I would definitely recommend them because then you can just pop them into the suitcase as you need them. And as well, like I said before in this video, you like to divide up your clean and dirty clothes while you're actually on holidays. So that's just a handy way that you can divide up those clean and dirty clothes. So I hope that you liked my video. Stay tuned. As I said, tomorrow I will be doing a travel hacks video, and that travel hacks video will be more about the actual journey and booking the holidays and things like that. So that's it for me today. I hope that you've enjoyed my Vlogust video. Let me know if there's anything that you'd like to see me video. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends because everybody likes a good packing hack. Bye.